Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
I got you. Go ahead.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
21. Hey, Delta. Hey, gun.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. Go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. I got you. 57 to Mike. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. 57, Mike, 57. 11. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, gun. I got him. 12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
4 down. Shift. Lock.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, you got 3 out.
Go! Hey, gun.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Watch the safety creep. Hey. White.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Going up top. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And from down in Miami, an update. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's got his man on the out route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Check out screen. Check 24. Check 24. Undercut. 45's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down now. It's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Patrick. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
And
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Well, fellas, here we go.
I'm going back to you. Check 90.
Play action. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check 15.
21.
59. Mike to 59.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his work defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to...
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
Not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check hot route.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
13.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check 13. Check 13. 6. 6.
Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
Watch 19, watch 19. You remember me?
to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is Coleman, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Go. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He was covered by
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Dobbins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.